All right, today we're diving into a story that's got it all: ambition, murder, and this really dangerous idea of meritocracy at a super elite university. Let's get right into it. So, the story kicks off with this really jarring image. You've got St. Jude's University, right? Think old Gothic buildings, a place that feels like it's been around forever. And then you hear sirens. They just don't fit. It's this immediate signal that something is seriously, seriously wrong in this bubble of privilege. And for our main character, Maya, who's there on a scholarship, well, those aren't just background noise. They are literally the sound of her dream turning into a total nightmare. This is the exact moment her whole future just starts to unravel. Okay, so let's start with the crime itself. A body has been found on this picture-perfect campus. And right away, you see this central conflict lead out so clearly. You've got Elias Thorne, he's the golden boy, son of a senator, has everything handed to him. Then there's Maya, the scholarship kid from Ohio. For her, this big fellowship they're both competing for, it's not about adding another trophy to the case. It's about survival. It's her lifeline. So yeah, they're competitors, but the stakes couldn't be more different. And this is the idea that Maya clings to, you know? Here, only merit matters. It's the big promise of a place like St. Jude's, that if you just work hard enough, you'll make it. But yeah, that whole idea is about to get completely blown apart. So the investigation kicks off, and guess who they zero in on immediately? Yep, the scholarship kid. Now, the official story they're pushing is pretty simple. Oh, just a tragic overdose. A rich kid thing, right? But the detective on the case isn't buying it. He looks at the toxicology report, and something's way off. Elias was completely sober, except for the fentanyl. This wasn't an accident. This was targeted. Someone put it in his water. And for Maya, things go from bad to worse, fast. The police find all this evidence pointing straight at her. There was a public argument where she supposedly threatened him. They find texts from Elias saying he was worried about her. And the biggest one, the real kicker, with Elias out of the picture, she automatically gets that fellowship. The motive is just staring them in the face. And really, it all boils down to that one word, motive. For the police, this is case closed. The outsider, the scholarship kid, had everything to gain from his death. It's a classic story, and they think they've got their suspect. So Maya's backed into a corner. She's being framed, and no one's going to help her. She realizes the only way out is to figure this out herself. This is where everything changes. She decides to stop being a victim and start investigating. And her plan is, well, it's a huge risk. She has to break into the Science Center after hours, get past security, on his computer, and look at his research data. We're talking serious academic dishonesty here. The one thing she would never do. But honestly, what choice does she have? She's desperate. If she gets caught, she's finished. But if she does nothing, she's finished anyway. See, she's not even necessarily looking for the killer. She's just looking for something. Something in his research that doesn't add up, a clue about what was really going on with him. So the big question is, what was Elias hiding? And what she finds is, whoa, it's not just that his research is good. It's too good, like impossibly good. His data forms a perfect bell curve. Now, if you know anything about science, you know that a perfect bell curve in real-world results just doesn't happen. It's a massive red flag. And here's why that's such a big deal. Real science is messy. You always get weird results, outliers, things that don't quite fit. Elias's data had none of that. It was perfect, clean. It's proof he wasn't actually doing the experiments. He was just making it all up. The golden boy, he was a total fraud. So Maya's having this huge revelation, staring at the screen. And then she realizes she's not alone. This is where things get really intense. A voice just cuts through the silence of the lab. And it's Professor Sterling, the head of the department, the guy the fellowship is literally named after. And you realize he already knew. And then he just confesses. He says he couldn't let a cheater win his fellowship. He makes it sound all noble, right? Like he was just protecting the school's reputation. But of course, that's not the real story. Because here's the real reason. This wasn't about integrity. It was about cold, hard cash. See, Elias's dad, the senator, was about to donate a ton of money for a new building. If Sterling exposed Elias as a fraud, that would cause a huge scandal, and you can bet that funding would disappear. And this is maybe the scariest part, the way Sterling talks about it. For him, murder wasn't this horrible crime. It was just a solution, an elegant solution to a problem. He gets to call it a tragic accident, the university's reputation is safe, the money keeps flowing, and hey, the right person, Maya, ends up winning the fellowship. It's just horrifyingly practical to him. So Maya manages to get away. She pulls the fire alarm, leaving all the evidence right there on the computer screen for everyone to find, which brings us to the fallout. And things happen fast. Sterling gets arrested trying to wipe the server. They find pure fentanyl in his office locker. The story goes national, of course. And the university? They immediately rename the fellowship to save face. Everything looks like it's been neatly tied up in a bow. So, there you have it, right? Case closed. Justice served. The bad guy is in jail, our hero is cleared, and the person who deserved it all along gets the prize. Or was it? I mean, think about it. Is that really justice? Yeah, Maya got the fellowship, but the system itself, the one that values money and reputation so much that a professor would rather commit murder than risk a scandal, that system is still completely in place. And that's the final, chilling takeaway of this whole story. Maya didn't win because she was the smartest or worked the hardest. She won because she was literally the only one left. She didn't beat the system, she just survived it. Which really makes you wonder, when the game is this rigged from the start, what does winning even mean?